Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Zodiac Attack. Aquarius here. I might have to be a little quiet because it's very late, so forgive me. But, and by late, I mean it's 4 a.m. So, I have been struggling to sleep, and I thought, what better way to fuel my insomnia than by watching a bunch of scary videos. I feel like it's kind of like a classic way to spend the evening if you're my age, to just maybe search up compilations of just scary shit on the internet and see if you could find stuff that's real, or at least seems real. So I mean, we're gonna watch stuff and try to not debunk it, but just discuss if we think it was real or just a big hoax. And I believe in paranormal stuff, but at the same time I feel like most of the stuff we see on the internet is a hoax. It's just played out, you know? But I think there's some real stuff out there. Anyways, let's get to it. Not sure how this is gonna go, so yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Okay, here we go, everybody. And this is the channel I found. I'm gonna subscribe to them. Bizarre Bub. So we're gonna watch, I don't know if we're gonna watch this whole thing, but we're gonna watch Scary Comp V50. Let's go.
The following video shows a couple.
My volume's way too loud. Sorry, everybody. Here we go. Alright, let's go.
Who are getting ready for bed when something downright terrifying is caught on camera.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
The footage comes from an indoor home security camera that the couple had installed inside their bedroom.
Of course it does.
After the chilling events of that night, they sent this video to a friend who looked it over and concluded that what happened in their home is beyond explanation. Needless to say, the friend had found the video to be disturbing. At the start of the clip, we can see both partners doing their nightly routine. One's at the foot of the bed, while the other is inside the bathroom. Then, minutes later, the partner who is inside the bathroom joins the other in bed. It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners fully in bed. However, it is at this moment that something disturbing is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Es que todo fue tan rápido, hermano, todo fue tan rápido. Mira, todo estaba tranquilo, ni media apagan las luces y como que Juanca como que siente algo, no sé, por la espalda. Mira, no, esa me creo que... Uy, ¿viste? ¿Lo viste? ¿Viste? Mírame la piel. Mira,
The false smart.
Ooh, there's an ad. Perfect timing. Coincidence? I think not. That one's too easy to fake. It's too easy to do the string pull and the sheet thing and then set up your friends reacting to it. I can't believe this one. I can't believe this one. This one's a hoax. Oh. Hoax.
All of a sudden, he's attacked by something. The woman is also attacked by an unseen force. They then leave the room at once and promptly run to the front door. But then something else happens that has left the couple even more disturbed than before. Take a look.
No sé, mira, mira,
y mira cómo comienzan a salir más cosas.
Más cositas de esas.
Mira, ya.
Todo ahí de una sola. Todo de una sola.
Fuerte, eso fue como todo el cuarto.
Hermano, es que no, de ahí no termina todo, loco. Es que es en toda la casa. O sea, él tiene que salir rápido de esa casa. Yo ya le dije. Es en toda la casa.
I should know more Spanish.
Y ahí está un pájaro. No, está todo bien. Ahí sale el pájaro. Ya mira que le toca la abrir.
Mira, ahí es que ya no puede si la bajo en peso, pues la bajo en peso. Mira, oye, mira, son los cuadros. Mira. Mira, me la vi loco como de peluco. Mira, ahí ya se ya cae, ahí mira, ahí ya no puede más la china, mira. Mira.
Desde el televisor.
El televisor, hermano. No encontraba las llaves, Juanca, mira, ahí recién encuentro las llaves.
No.
O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa.
Y Juanca la sacó.
Es toda la casa.
Something about the
Toda la
house.
casa.
Something in the house.
Toda la casa. O sea, yo no ni siquiera
something in the
pretendo
house
que
you
Juanca se
say.
lleve esas cosas, no, para la casa no.
Someone please let me know down below what he's saying.
Mira, mira. Uy, eso
I know I could check captions out.
Sigue todo.
Eso no
Sigue
es.
todo. Yo tampoco. Sigue todo.
Eso.
Sigue todo, hermano. Sigue todo.
I don't believe it still.
It's unclear as to whether or not the couple had returned home, but given what occurred, viewers think it's best if they stay somewhere else until it's safe to return. Now, as for the footage, one could say that the use of strings had helped pull this off, but because there's so much going on in this video, viewers believe that something other than strings had caused this. As with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
I mean, it could be some other practical effect, yes, but I mean, okay. Let me know what y'all thought about that one. I think that one's just way too easy to fake all that shit.
The following video shows a real estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something downright creepy is caught on tape.
Okay.
The footage comes from a
That
YouTube
already makes me
channel owned by a
uncomfortable.
real estate broker named Santiago Sanchez, who's been uploading videos of homes that are up for sale. By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes. However, out of all the homes he's filmed, there's one in particular that he doubts will ever be sold. On June 15th of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike any other he's posted before.
Ooh, this one
The
seems
video starts
good.
off with him standing in front of a house, seeming a bit scared, as he tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside.
Me han dicho, no entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no salte de la casa rápido. Casi me voy a atrever a entrar y este es el vídeo.
Okay.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the
This one
house
kinda
late
gets me.
one night after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been vacant. It wasn't until weeks later that they reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their home. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something downright creepy would happen while being inside. Upon entering the property, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the house. He then walks over to the kitchen and sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink. Now, according to the owner, there have been
is
sudden
odd.
infestations of flies and other insects throughout the home, which Santiago finds odd, as the house is practically new and therefore shouldn't have this problem. Although strange, it isn't as odd as what happens later in the footage. Take a look.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias. Es raro. Esto nunca se lo llevaron. No quiero alejarme mucho de la puerta, la verdad. Oh, esto está horrible, este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan horrible en poco tiempo. Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible, como podrido.
EVE Online is a vast
Ooh, I don't know, it's really hard. You know what, I wouldn't lie. I can't talk. I wouldn't be surprised if that used to be some kind of old, like, satanic church house or something, because
Santiago then proceeds to go inside a bedroom that has a hidden closet.
they had
The
to meet
owner
somewhere,
states that
right?
his family has felt a certain presence within this closet and has kept it shut for the longest time, until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on over to the other rooms, where he begins to feel even more uneasy. What happens then has left him baffled. This is what he caught.
Aquí pueden observar dónde estaba el master bedroom, la habitación principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon. Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas. Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche y desaparecieron. Dejaron bastantes cosas detrás de ellos. hay un olor extraño, como podrido, en este área de la casa. Este es el otro cuarto, pueden observar. Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias.
Oh.
Bastante raro. Ahora lo que vamos a hacer va a ser aquí en la pared. Hay unas marcas en la casa, en varias áreas. Es como serían marcas, uñas de alguien que ha raspado, o definitivamente son algo raro que están rayadas las paredes en varias áreas. Esta es la ok. Bueno, esta es la parte de arriba. Es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro
How long is this?
Hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño. Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa, pero
that's your sign
otra
to
vez,
get the hell out of there.
si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy
I won't lie,
importante.
this one's pretty good.
The chair
This
all of
one
a
made me
sudden rocks on
uncomfortable.
its own. It is at this moment that Santiago decides to leave the premises while trying to keep calm by talking more about the
I will say
property.
though, before it moved,
The
the camera
sudden
was
infestation
conveniently
of
aimed
flies,
the other way
ants,
really
and other
quickly.
insects,
But
plus
that
the
part's
markings
weird.
on the walls, as well as the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house is haunted. And of
But we can't
course,
prove
the
the
chair
odor part
moving on
'cause we
its
haven't
own
been
was
there.
enough to convince them that something paranormal had occurred.
Of course it
But,
was.
as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion.
Thank you.
Like with most videos, the question still remains: what exactly had been caught on camera?
Sorry. I'm not buying it. We gotta go to the next one.
Video speaks for itself. We can
Okay,
see three
okay.
people who appear to be friends
With the
using
teddy
what
bear
looks to be a
perfectly
Ouija
lined up aimed
board.
at the camera.
And of all paranormal videos, those involving Ouija boards often show footage of a session that goes wrong. That being said, this next video is no exception. This is what was caught. A stuffed toy moves on its own, but it seems that no one had noticed it. That is until later in the video when someone looks over. Whether real or not, viewers believe that it's best to never use a
That makes
Ouija
me
board,
not trust
as
my
most
old
videos
stuffed
show that
animals.
something goes wrong. But of course, what do you think?
But I love them at the same time.
Here's how we created our custom
I think there's too many ads on this video. What about you guys?
Now the lasso for tweaking. Perfect. Ready for color. Then
No, I'm not ready for that. No. I was looking at that before and it's not worth it. I'd rather find better alternatives to just make stuff I mean, Adobe's good for businesses, but not if you're poor, like me.
This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house, but out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right there in that room, that's where Rowan said that he saw a man inside there, and he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up, and he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
if no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see? Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by her son's comment, but it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the most. After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He then says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
He hurt his brain? And then what happened? Did he say anything?
He hurt his butt.
He hurt his butt?
Now it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add? He apparently sees a man in there.
That's a big man.
That's a big man?
The father captures footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
Is he there? What's he look like?
He's an airplane.
He always says that. He looks
like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man? Yeah, okay, he's a black man, right?
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance. He then points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost. Yet, the following day, the father makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion. Take a look.
I feel like when there's consecutive things over and over again like this, that's how you know it's a setup.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he was in this room. And we didn't know, but we were looking around and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner. It's called a unity carving. See? And it's carved from one piece of wood. And look at this that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of Ghana is in Africa, so we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, you know, it's like hard to make or whatever, and they probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something, or connected to this. The person connected to this thing was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or
that is kind of interesting.
That being said, let's get back to the video.
Okay. Of course, there's another ad right after that.
Does a rising tide
That one
really
was
lift
just
all
interesting.
boats? Well, rising tides can do a lot of things.
There's so many ads here, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Gabbana, the new eau de parfum intense.
Don't worry. I'm going to skip through that last thing because there's so many ads.
This last video was posted by David Stenberg, who owns a dog that, according to him, has been acting very strange. David had filmed the following video and writes, "This is the only recorded example of this behavior, but it has happened in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, and in several rooms of the house. This is what he caught on camera."
Oh.
Get in
She's
here.
trying to play.
Get in here.
You don't like getting there.
Get in here. What is the deal? Astrid, you're freaking me out. Come here. Come here.
For some reason, David's dog will not go in the room. There doesn't appear to be anything threatening inside, which is odd as his behavior suggests otherwise. Because of this, viewers believe that there was actually something inside the room, but it could only be seen by the dog. Knowing this, the question then becomes, what exactly was being seen?
See, that stuff I feel is more
Was an
believable.
unseen ghost caught on camera, or was something else caught instead? Thanks for...
Already did. Alright, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this little spooky video. I plan on making a lot more of these for Halloween. I think this is kind of interesting, other than doing the try not to laugh, the usual video. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you all for joining me. Let me know if you thought these were creepy. Which one was your favorite? My favorite was the one with the salesman, the guy recording himself. That one just made me uncomfortable, I ain't gonna lie. But okay, everybody, I will see you in the next video. Love you all.
I'm gonna split you in two.